Once upon a time, in a world that seems to have forgotten the beauty of love letters and candlelit conversations, there were still those who dared to dream of timeless romance. They believed in the power of whispering promises, tender gestures, and a kind of love that feels like it was written in the stars. This channel is for those dreamers, for the hopeless romantics who refuse to let the magic of love fade away. My name is Miss Darling Evermore, and this channel is my love letter to anyone who believes in the magic of true romance. I'm an old-fashioned soul, navigating the modern Western world with values rooted in love, commitment, and a longing for something deeper. Dear hopeless romantic, if you've ever dreamed of a true love story written in the stars, one that feels timeless and true, then you've found the right place. Welcome to the old-fashioned hopeless romantic. Here, we rediscover or we discover true love. We are not ashamed to say we want to marry for love. We need to marry for love to good men. Strengthen our faith and its power in love and celebrate the beauty of holding on to timeless values. Today, we're going to be talking about why hopeless romantic women need red flag training, stronger standards, and higher expectations. Vulnerability and the need for boundaries. Hopeless romantics are the dreamers of love, the believers in grand gestures, deep emotions, and happily ever afters. But our open hearts and boundless compassion often make us vulnerable. In today's world, where love is treated as disposable, it's essential that we learn to guard our hearts without losing our romantic, true, loving spirit. Why hopeless romantics are more vulnerable. Our compassion, empathy, innocence, and kind hearts make us targets for those who seek to exploit us. While we see the world through the lens of true love, some see it as an opportunity to take advantage of us. This is why hopeless romantics must be especially vigilant. Here are some examples of our vulnerabilities. We often overlook red flags out of hope for potential. We are overly forgiving of toxic behavior. And we offer emotional labor to partners who don't reciprocate. An open heart is a treasure, but without a door, anyone can walk in and leave it shattered. Balancing kindness and protecting your heart. While compassion and kindness are beautiful, they truly are, they still need boundaries. Hopeless romantics must learn to balance our giving nature with a healthy level of discernment, a mindset of choosing where and when to give our love and empathy. This balance ensures that our hearts are protected while still remaining open to the magic of true love. Tips for guarding your heart. Say no without guilt. Okay? This will help you to prioritize your emotional health. Trust actions, not just words. Consistency is the hallmark of true love. Choose your compassion wisely. Not every sob story deserves your sympathy. Your empathy and your compassion is not for being exploited. Compassion is like gold. It shines brightest when shared with those who cherish its worth. Why red flag training is essential. Red flag training isn't about turning away from love. It's about protecting it. Hopeless romantics must recognize early signs of unhealthy relationships to save ourselves from pain and heartache. Okay? And now you want to recognize these signs before entering into a loving, committed relationship. Right? Here are some common red flags. Emotional unavailability or avoidance of commitment. Hopeless romantics, we are the queens of being emotionally available. So we need men who match us. They must also be emotionally available. Okay? Love bombing followed by sudden detachment. Hopeless romantic ladies, we love love bombing. We love to be loved bombed, okay? Not in a bad way. So, we need partners who love to pour on the love and love to get the love poured back onto them. And this is consistent every day, okay? We need, because we love to pour the love on, and we don't suddenly detach. It's like every day we have to do it. We need partners who pour the love on every day and don't detach. Okay? It's like a chore, but not a bad chore. One that you actually want to do, like you want to wake up and you want to snuggle and you want to make breakfast and you want to touch and you want to bake cupcakes together and all of those different things. And that is what you live for. So we want to have partners who also live for those things, okay? So we're not going to love bomb. We're not going to accept love bombing followed by sudden detachments. Must be consistent. You must want to live for it. Manipulative behaviors like gaslighting or playing the victim. This is very important, and I'm actually going to do a video on laws of attraction gaslighting. There's a lot of people who like to gaslight hopeless romantics by saying we are attracting bad things to us. This is not true. I don't believe in the laws of attraction. As I am Christian, I believe that our lives are written by God, and good and bad, good and bad coexist together on earth together. So we're constantly bumping shoulders with bad people. We're constantly engaging with people who are good and bad online, at work, at the grocery store. So these bad things, we are not attracting them to ourselves. But people like to gaslight with the laws of attraction here. I was going to do a whole video on how you need to ignore this laws of attraction gaslighting and all gaslighting, and also people who are playing the victim. It is so easy for people to play the victim with hopeless romantics because our empathy can be exploited, our compassion can be exploited, but you have to build a defense mechanism to these things, as I have done, without without tainting your innocent heart and your hopeless romantic spirit. Okay, I will make a video later on about these things. Red flags are the whispers of wisdom, warning us of storms we cannot weather. The importance of high standards and expectations. High standards are your shield. They ensure that your kindness isn't wasted on those who don't deserve it. By setting expectations, you invite intentional love and mutual effort. creating the foundation for a relationship that nurtures your soul. Your standards are the key to love that nourishes, not the love that depletes. Hold them high, and the right one will reach. Avoiding heartbreak. Avoiding heartbroken and promiscuous men. Many men, after experiencing heartbreak at a young age, swear off love forever. They bury their emotions in a life of promiscuity, avoiding vulnerability at all costs. These men are dangerous to the hopeless romantic woman who still believes in true love. They cannot pair bond with us, and their inability to connect deeply often leads to toxic cycles of emotional withdrawal and manipulation. Research studies show unresolved heartbreak often leads to men being emotionally detached and unhealthy coping mechanisms that they use, including serial dating. This source is from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, 2018. I cannot stress enough that a woman who is still pure in heart, who believes in love, true love, romance, who wants to marry for love, the woman who is a hopeless romantic, we do not pair well with men who are heartbroken, okay? And now this does not mean that these men do not deserve love. Everyone deserves love. And there are women who may want to be working on them to help them to repair themselves. However, you are vulnerable as a hopeless romantic woman, and you can easily fall into the trap of having your heart harden, never to open it up again. So you want to make sure that you remain pure, especially since there are not many of us left in the Western world. We want to protect and guard our innocence and our hopeless romantic nature, wanting to marry for love and wanting true love. These men can damage this as they have so many other women who used to be like us. Okay? So we want to avoid these heartbroken men. God bless them that they find their happily ever after and hopefully they heal. But these men are very promiscuous. They are not emotionally vulnerable like we need. And so they are not for us. They can be very dangerous to our mental, our emotional, and our sexual health. We don't want to be with them. A man who swears off love cannot hold your heart. It's a treasure he no longer knows how to value. Okay? And now I say no longer because he used to know how to do this. Everyone is born into the world pure heart. Okay? Wanting true love. This man can no longer give these things. Okay? Again, he is worthy of love. He is in a broken state, and there may be again a woman who will want to put the pieces back together. He will hurt her along the way, but if she can withstand, then maybe she can put the pieces back together. But for most of these men, that will never happen. They will stay broken until the day that they pass away. The heart of a hopeless romantic. As hopeless romantics, we must protect our hearts while continuing to believe in love's timeless magic. Red flags training, strong boundaries, and high standards don't mean giving up on love and romance. It does not mean giving up on marrying for love. What it means is ensuring that our love is cherished by the man who deserves it, a man who matches us. So, Guard your heart fiercely, but never lose the beauty of its light. To all hopeless romantics, protect your heart, cherish your compassion, and guard your romantic spirit. Let's hold on to the timeless traditions of true love while embracing the wisdom to guard our hearts.